Hello guys, welcome to my workbench again on our project hiFi amplifier. As you can see, everything is undone, what I've done before. So I said to you in the last video I would do a test. Then I discovered our potentiometers were not what they should be. And I couldn't get rid of some hum, so I wasn't satisfied. So consequently I ordered myself some new potentiometers, those here. You can see our plate on what we have in here is gone as well. And I had to reconnect our cables from our pilot lamp switch and fuse holder. Put it on the bottom along, and I used some brass tubing for that, covered with some shrink tubing on one side on earth, on chassis, so we have some screening so I have no hum on that side, so that all that part what was here along here, that's all gone. So and I put my meters in. That was working very well. Anyway, I'm now in the process of reconnecting everything again, so from this plug up to the front on the potentiometer for the volume. So I'm now in the process of I have to lengthen this cable because this cable is too short, and I go here and put that a bit higher up so that no induction is there on from that plate. Then one ground in the middle up to there, up to the bottom. So, and then we put all the parts, put on this one, the part at the bottom put it on this side, and the part at the top we put on that side. Okay, so we have some separation there, and then we can connect everything up properly. So that's the way we are going to go. Now guys, making an amplifier is not that easy, so you have to sometimes suck it up and and get on with it. So yeah, this was an exercise anyways, as it is. Let's see what happens now, if we can get rid of that hum. So that was part of some induction, and we had some bad potentiometers. At one point they were dead and they're not working at all. So anyway, sometimes you can buy parts, you think you are cheap, but cheap is nasty. So it's cheap and nasty, so you have to invest in your parts, so to have the proper parts. Anyways, they are properly of the proper parts from an amplifier shop. They only sell this kind of stuff for making amplifiers or replacing potentiometers or VRs, as you call it. And yeah, so what I will do now, chaps, is to get on with my job, get this hired up, get this a bit up higher, get it all done, and I'll come back to you, okay? Welcome back guys. Anyway guys, I managed to get a bit further than it was quite a job, you know. I put all the parts in. Yeah, see the extra screening what I've done on both sides, as well on the top one as on the bottom one. So I have some cables here. This has to be connected up on this side, on this point, and that one has to be connected on that side. That's the one. And then we have two cables left, and they have to go on to the middle points of the potentiometers or the VRs. And if we've done that, we have done our job. But we have to make our ground up to there also, so that has to be one wire up here, and then it goes down to the bottom. So that's so far as I got. And so that's the last bit I'm going to do on that part. And hopefully guys, we got rid of the hum. So I did extensively, I did my screening, and I have now decent potentiometers or VRs, I hope, and I hope it will work properly this time, and then we can show you how the amplifier works without hum. Well, you always have some hum, there's nothing you can do about that, but hopefully it will be that low that is hardly noticeable. So guys, that will be it for now. I will reconnect those wires, those 4, and I will come back to you with our test, I suppose, and see what goes from there, okay? Hello everybody, welcome back again. So, well, the previous 2 recordings are 3 months ago. I had to take some rest for myself because I was quite busy, and I also a bit sport and injured myself, so I had to take some leave of that as well. So yeah, it was a hard time, I suppose, but there again we're back, and we pick it up where we left off. Anyway guys, it is not straightforward, let's put it this way. In my doings I connected everything up here, and you see those grey braided wires here. They have to replace them as well, because for some reason there's something wrong. You can hear when you turn the knobs, you can hear scratching noise. It's not that it's not wrongly connected up, because it's just a microphonic effect from that wire, I suppose. So what I will do is get them replaced by coaxial cable as that, so that it's better impedance anyway. So I will replace those 2. And on the other hand, with my test of this amplifier, we still have some earth loop in there somehow. That's the reason why we still have a sort of hum in there. So what I suspect is there's a white wire I put up here, and onto ground here, and also have a ground wire here, a double ground wire from the filaments on there as well. So to eliminate that, I will remove the white wire and will connect them up with the ground wire from the filaments, and hopefully getting rid of that loop. I made a loop in there, so I have to try to get it out. So eventually I will succeed in that, there's no doubt in my mind about that. So anyway guys, it is not very easy to get an amplifier running rightly. Anyway, with my test, as you see, for ECC an 81, I suppose, I don't know, 83. I put that in there. I had to, I did have the record player on there. There's a dynamic one, so the amplification was not enough from those valves, so I have to put in our EF, or what is it, Echo Foxtrot 86 in there, so to have the extra amplification for our record player. So that's the potentiometer for that as well, so to put that in there as well, a new one also. So that's the way we are at the moment. So I will continue to get it all wired up, so I'll come back to you soon if I have more. We'll wire that up, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. Now, first of all, I'll check out those 2 grey wires here, get them off and see if we can get that nasty scratching out of there. So I suppose There's a microphonic effect in there, so I have to investigate. It's always possible I made a mistake, but I doubt it. So yeah, I'm human, I make mistakes, so everybody does. So guys, I will come back to you soon. I have more, right?